Ladies and gentlemen, I am Thaddeus Shade, and you are listening to Season of Bull Clout. Right down the foul line. Thaddeus does it again. What a time to be alive to watch the great Thaddeus Shade right down the foul line. Anyway, hello, how you doing? It's Halloween weekend coming up, or it's Halloween week, it's Halloween weekend. And before I even get into any of that shit, I just want to say I was on the Grizzygram, and I'm scrolling through the stories as I normally do, right? As I normally do. Hold on, let me make sure we all set up and we're recording. Y'all know how I do this, my shit, so I want to make sure we're good. Okay, we're good. And I'm on the Grizzygram, right? And an ad pops up. It's an ad for a dating app. Now, I've talked about dating apps in the past, and, you know, I thought about getting on them, you know, just to explore. Because there might be some decent humans, you know, some decent human women on there, right? So I thought about it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm thinking about it, right? Because the gram feels, I use the gram business like you still get your Mac on. I use the gram for business activity. You know what I'm saying? I don't put nothing personal on there. That's one of the reasons I'm hesitant to get on one of the dating apps. I don't want to put nothing too personal. I'm not a personal person to just put all the personal stuff on the internet. That's not what I do. And that stops me from doing that. So, but I'm scrolling stories and then boom, an ad pops up. And you know, they always pop up if you go through a few stories, they pop up. Let me drink my nasty ass plain coffee like I'm a criminal. Jesus Christ. And the ad that pops up is for the Boo app. The Boo app. And the ad kind of sells me. It's like, oh, hey, it's the Boo app for people who like watching movies. And I'm like, oh shit, they got an app for people who like watching movies. This is right up my alley. The Lord has sprung the best app out there for me. Are you telling me I can find women that like to watch movies like me? It's called the Boo app. It's about people who enjoy movies, linking up, getting freaky in theaters. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying the opportunity's there because they like movies and I like movies. It's called the Boo app. I should have screenshotted the ad, but that's what the ad had said. You like movies, she like movies, get it on. In the very back of the theater. That's what I felt like. So what did I do? I immediately clicked on the link because I was very happy about this. And come to find out, the app is just a dating app. Regular old hingy, bingy. What is that? Plenty of Fish, eHarmony, Black. Just dating app, man. Can you hear my disappointment? Here I am. I thought I found an app for me. Because I'm a movie nut. Right? I love my movies, man. Love my TV shows, and here I am. Love is coming for me because this person, this woman here, she enjoys movies too, but that's not the case. So when I went and downloaded the app, because I was curious, once I realized I was being lied to, I was like, what's this about? And it matches people using things like your MBTI. Now listen, I didn't know what MBTI was, right? So I was like, all right, let me look up what MBTI means. So MBTI, Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. What it is a personality framework that splits people into 16 personality types based on 4 traits. Each trait has 2 sides, introversion, extroversion, where you get energy from alone time versus people, right? Sensing, which is S, versus intuition, which is N, how you take information in. Facts versus big picture, okay? Thinking, which is the T, versus feeling, which is the F, how you make decisions, logic versus emotion. Judging versus perceiving, how you organize life, structured versus spontaneous, right? So these 16 personality types based on 4 traits. And then when you combine those letters, you get types like INFJ, the advocate, deep, introspecting, values driven. ENTP, the debater, creative, talkative, idea driven. ISFP, the artist, quiet, emotional, authentic. ESTJ, the executive, organized, take charge, practical. So the Boo app uses that to try to match you with people whose energy and communication style fit yours. And then, right, so as I go up to my information, I was digging, and it also used the Enneagram and your core values, right? So I was like, what is the Enneagram? This is because I don't know, I don't be on no dating apps. And then I dropped out of high school. I was in 9th grade. So maybe I supposed to know this shit. I don't know this shit. So a motherfucker like me, I had to do the research. That's what I do. I does the search. I does the research. I increases the brain because I like to find stuff out, right? So then I was like, what is the Enneagram, right? What is the fuck is the Enneagram, right? So, and then the Enneagram, what it is a 9-type personality system that focus on core, motivation, fear, and desire. It's not behavior, right? So that's what it focuses on: core, motivation, fear, and desire. The 9 types are usually written as numbers. 1, the reformer. Oh, okay, just give me an update. I'm beating Gustavo in basketball. Okay, I just got a text too. I don't know what's going on today. Okay, I'm getting loaded up. That's what's up. The 9 personalities says, okay, the core, motivation, fear, and desire. The 9 types are usually written as numbers. Number 1, the reformer, wants to be good/right. Number 2, the helper, wants to be loved and needed. 3, the achiever, driven by success and image. Number 4, the individualist, wants identity and authenticity. The investigator wants knowledge and privacy. The loyalist craves security and support. The enthusiast chases fun, avoids pain. The challenger wants control and respect. And number 9 is the peacemaker, seeks harmony and comfort. Each type has wings, traits of the number next to it. And under stress, you can shift toward another type. It's a little deeper than the MBTI, more spiritual or emotional, and is used a lot for self-awareness, relationship, and mental health work. Interesting. Interesting, very interesting. But that's why Boo combines both to match people who's not to just by surface level traits, but in these connections. So that's what Boo app uses, right? I don't know if all these apps use the same thing, but I was lied to in the ad. It's great ad work. I guess I wasn't. I mean, it's misleading. I mean, maybe people it's not. It's a little misleading, man. It's a little misleading. Maybe I'm just a simple fish in the lake. Having a fantastic morning, swimming around in the lake. It's another day with the friends and the fam in the lake. And all of a sudden, there's something in the lake. Oh, look, it has food on it. I don't usually see this in the lake. It has food on it. I'm going to go up and eat the food. And guess what? It's a hook. And now I'm being fried in somebody's cabin, man. I was just a fish in the lake, enjoying the morning. And I was lied to by an app, man. The ad work was fantastic. I'm a marketer myself, so I'm just bitching because the ad work was fantastic. Here I am. I thought I was finding an app that was dealing with people who love movies, and that's not what it was. Maybe I could have found my Cheryl, and me and Cheryl could be going to see Back to the Future this Friday because it's back in theaters. I'll talk about that later. But nah, it was a pure dating app. Will I sign up on it? We will find out. I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm feeling it, man. Sometimes I want to get on there and and then I've gotten a chance in my long journey on Earth to see so much destruction and chaos when it comes to relationships. I'm very hesitant. Sometimes, I'm cool with, just sharing a good meal and some laughs, you know what I'm saying? And then, parting ways, I'm good with that. That fills me up enough. And then there's other times where I'm like, well, I want matching PJs, right? And I thought I was going to find that in the Boo app, and I was lied to. I wasn't lied to. It was just great lying marketing. I wasn't lied to. I keep saying lying. I'm just hurt because I thought, and it should be more. What if there's there's an app out there for people who like to drink wine and argue? You know what I'm saying? It's the destructive app. Drink wine and argue. This app's for you. Destructive app. See what I'm saying? People be happy. So, oh shit, this is a relationship app for motherfuckers who like to drink wine and then argue. This is what I do, man. That's what I do. I'm about to find love on the destructive app because it's about drinking wine and it's about arguing. Two things I love to do. The same thing would happen with the Boo app. I am a movie fan, and I thought this was my time to shine, but it was just great ad work, just great marketing. It's cool. I got to learn about MBTI and Enneagram. I wonder if other apps use those. I wonder what other apps use to connect people. It's interesting. But I was lied to. And I talked about this when I started at the beginning of this episode. It's Halloween weekend. And when I first moved down to Arizona at the time, I think it was still on. E-Channel used to have, I forgot what it was. They used to show these destination places. And at the time, Scottsdale, on this particular show, they were like number 2 or number 1, number 2 in the country for celebrating Halloween because they had the big Halloween bash shit down here in Old Town. And it's crazy. It's still crazy. We don't play about Halloween down here. We have a ton of bars, a ton of clubs, and we don't play about Halloween down here. It's Halloween weekend and it falls on a Friday. It is no longer for the kids. You understand? The kids are getting shortchanged. It is no longer for the kids. The kids come home from school and say, oh, we get to go trick-or-treating. And mommy is like putting on makeup talking about, no, you're not. Your grandma taking you and you're only going to be out there for an hour. Mama got to go out and get you a stepdaddy. And I got to put on this cop outfit and I got to get ready to learn these Lil Wayne songs, these Lil Wayne lyrics. Woo! I got to learn this shit so I can get you a stepdaddy in my half-naked police outfit, in my costume. It is no longer for the kids when it comes to a weekend. If this shit fell on a Wednesday, it's for the kids. It fell on a Monday, it's definitely for the kids. Tuesday, for the kids. Thursday, go eat. It's half and half. It's for the little ones. It's for the adults. But on a Friday or a Saturday, I think you can get a little murky on a Sunday. It's for the adults. Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, there may be an adult Halloween party where you're bobbing for apples. On a Friday or Saturday, you're bobbing for cocks and and trying to and trying to scare your way into some cooch, man. This shit is no longer for the kids. It's on the weekend. And I understand if I had kids, I would tell them. Like, I just hired a complete stranger to take you trick-or-treating because I'm going out to have Halloween fun because we don't play down here in Phoenix. slash Scottsdale slash Tempe about Halloween. We don't play, ladies and gentlemen. There are gummies out there that are going to be popped. And I ain't talking about just, weed gummies and shit. I'm talking about Hennessy gummies. I'm talking about Patron gummies. Motherfuckers going to be doing line off of Jack Sparrow hats and hooks and boots. We don't play around. All right? I'm going to see a bunch of stack and smokes. I think it was stack, smoke and stack from Sinners. They're gonna be out there pouring reposado, down there. You know what? I'm not even going that route because it was getting bad. No, they're gonna be pouring reposado down women who are dressed like Jennifer's Body, and then it's just gonna be a wild time. It's gonna be fucking Halloween orgies and shit. We don't play down here, man. Every year, y'all know what I do for a living. Every year, Halloween, the layers of clothing get thinner and thinner. Now I will say this. People are getting way more creative with the costumes. They're having more fun. You're seeing a lot of different costumes out there. But the layers of clothing are getting less and less. And at some point, somebody just, what's your costume? Ass naked. Oh, that's a nice costume. I like your ass naked costume. It's pretty cool. And none of it's gonna be fake. I'm ass naked. It's how I was born. They go, hey, what's your costume? How I was born? Well, explain. How I was born was naked. And that's gonna be the name. That's the costume. How I was born. This is Thaddeus Shade. You listen to Seasonable Clout. It's half naked. I always want to dress up, but I never dress up because there's not a lot of things that I feel like I can just go out there and do or dress up as, and it's just gonna be cool. I go out there and I'm gonna be Superman. It don't feel right. Black Superman out of shape. It don't look right. Don't do that to people. Don't do that to people. Don't mess up the image of Superman for people. I get it. It's Halloween. You're supposed to dress. Don't do that to people. We had a good Superman movie this year too. Don't do that. Don't go out there. If you're out of shape and you're wide, you got to turn to the side to get through doors. Don't do that. Don't put on a Superman costume. We get it. We get it. Usually the bigger guy and dressed up in tight clothes. Fat guy in a little coat. I don't know if y'all know that. That's Chris Farley. Ooh, shit. That's Black Sheep. I was finna mess it up for y'all. It was Chris Farley, Black Sheep. I was finna say, I can't remember the other one they were in with Callahan Auto Parts. Black Sheep was the second one. Damn, I can't remember the first one. But I get it. You're bigger. You're in a suit. It's usually more funny. But you're not going to, no. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. Thor's, if you're going to dress, be in shape. You know what I'm saying? Be in shape. You're going to dress up as Electric. We're not doing that. We're getting costumes this year that fit our body type. We're not doing that, man. So if I wanted to go out as Clump, I'd kill that shit. Yes, I can. I see what I'm saying? I can kill that because that fits me. That fits. If one, you know what I'm saying? You're a bigger woman, you go out as Roseanne from the Roseanne show. That works. We're doing things that fit. I'm talking so much shit right now. Don't listen to me. Just enjoy Halloween. But down here, we don't play. Everybody is into it. Everybody hype about it. I actually give it to my black people, man. Down here, we have a good time, man. We dress up. Where I was from, you can get a little trick or treat on, but we don't really dress up like that. You know what I'm saying? This is when I was younger. Now, I don't know how it is now, but when I was younger, back home in Kansas City, you trick or treat. But as I got a little older in the age, and I was able to do a little bit more activity, wasn't no dressing up. Ain't nobody dressing up. Nigga, we thugs, nigga. I'm trying to pickpocket a nigga. I'm trying to rob a nigga. That's what we did. I'm just telling you what it is. Trying to give a nigga an elbow. I ain't trying to dress up as a vampire. I'm trying to give a nigga an elbow. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I'm going to see some blood is when I give a nigga an elbow. I ain't trying to dress up as a vampire. I just tell you what it was. I'm telling you how it was. When I was a little lad, when I was a young teen, when I was an older teen, when I was close to an adult, that's how it was. That's how we got down. What you dressing like Spider-Man for, nigga? You can't climb no walls, nigga. You ain't got no web shooter, nigga. I got this pistol, though. I got these Cortezes, though. I can stomp a nigga. That's how it was. But down here, the energy is different. They don't play. And I've been there for a long time. And every year, it's a good time. It's fun. It's a great time. And we need to be honest about how the kids are about to be robbed. I'm not even mad about it. For me, as a man's man, to be Halloween weekend, we about to have a good time. And even if you married, you in the ship. If I was you, man, look, listen, you in the ship, you happy. I'm happy for you. Matter of fact, I'm real happy for you. Okay? But it's Halloween weekend. That bitch fall on a Friday. Halloween fall on a Friday. If for some reason you got to tell your missus that you got to go to the store and it's 11:49, you got to go to the Walgreens, I get it. You got to go to the 24-hour Walgreens, I get it, man. You got to go take a peek. You got to drive by. You got to drive by your favorite bar. Maybe you got to drive by your favorite club. You got to take a peek. You got to go see what's going on. I understand the energy is going to be different Friday. The energy is going to be different Friday. Them kids going to be tucked in by 6:30. They not taking them kids trick-or-treat like it's 6:30. Them kids going to be tucked in, and them mamas and daddies going to be getting all dressed up, talking about Cheryl, I'm on the way. Now, ain't nobody named Cheryl no more, but I'm just... I get it. If you're in a ship, man, you got to find your way off. Baby, Saturday we going to the market, to the farmer's market. I remembered I got to go put gas in the car because we going to the one way out there in Gilbert, right? Stupid me. You already about to go. So we was watching scary movies and watching before. You was about to go sleep. I'm going to go put gas in the car. I'll be right back. An hour and a half later, she said, I thought you was going to go put gas in. Quick Trip just had got robbed, and I got to that one. They had it all taped off. It is crazy. I went to the Circle K that's around the corner. You won't fucking believe it. Fucking truck that's delivering the gas runs into a person that's on the corner. The person didn't get hit. He dodged out of the way. But what happened was he hit a fire hydrant, and the fire hydrant was shooting up, and they was worried about the gas. So I couldn't even go there. What's crazy is they blocked off the street, so I had to go all the way to Scottsdale. She said you had to go to Scottsdale, but we live in Chandler. Yeah, the way they had it blocked off, it was spinning. They had it all blocked off, and I had to go to Scottsdale to get it. But we filled up. We good for the morning to get the gas. We good. I mean, we go to the farmer's market. We good. And I understand that because it's gonna be ass and titties all over the place. I'm just a realist. I don't lie to you on here. I'm just a realist. It's gonna be ass and titties all over the place. Women gonna get a chance to look at the men. The men gonna be, like I told you, gonna be dressed up, and there's be some Thors and some stacks and some smokes. You know what I'm saying? And then the guys, we're gonna be able to enjoy ourselves is because, that's dope, right? But the ones who get creative, like we at a Comic-Con, that's why I love Comic-Con. You go to Comic-Con, it's cosplay, they go all out. You know what I'm saying? They don't fuck around. Black folks, we don't really know how to go all out. See, I can go to Comic-Con and I can see a person that's going to put on a full-blown Optimus Prime suit and it's going to light up and they're going to be damn near 7 feet tall and they're going to go all the way out. I'm not going to find that in the nightclub. I'm going to find some fun Joker stuff, maybe a little Lorax, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a wide body motherfucker in a Batman suit, but I'm not going to get my full blown Comic-Con cosplay dressed up as Goku from Dragon Ball Z with the hair and in the suit and in his hands with some type of special glue on there is glowing. I'm not going to get that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't going to go out like that. I work for a hip hop club. I'm just being real. The hip hop community ain't gonna give you the top tier shit you're gonna get at a Comic-Con to cosplay, or just some freaky role play shit you're not gonna get. Nah, I take that back. You're gonna get the schoolgirl activity. The Harry Potter, listen, I don't know how we've turned Harry Potter into some freaky shit, but I'm for it. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. Let me just be real. Now I'm in the zone. I lean back. Now let me talk my shit. Hold on real quick. Just fuck with me for a second. We turned Harry Potter into some freaky shit. I had seen a couple of my followers, these ladies, they were dressed up as Harry Potter. And I said, boy, Halloween done really changed. But I'm all for the change. I'm all for it. She had the little line on Harry Potter's, you know what I'm saying? And she had the curly hair and she had the wand, but it was like the skirt of it. I said, Harry Potter, that's all right. That's an all right costume. I think that's perfectly fine for the Halloween time, but it's going to be a wild time. And I hope you got kids. I hope you do take them trick-or-treating for a good long time. It's Friday. They ain't got no school tomorrow. They can just OD on candy that night, and the next morning, I hope you go and you load them up on candy, and I hope everybody has a fantastic Halloween. And that's what I hope for, because I know my shit's gonna be wild. I'm gonna see a bunch of shit. I'm actually gonna see if I'm gonna bring some pumpkin shit so we can do some pumpkin reposado shots. Now, I'm not drinking. I'm just saying I'm gonna make some pumpkin reposado shots. We're gonna have a good time with that. And because it's Halloween, we're gonna move into something that I love. I'm a horror movie fan. I don't play. That's why I'm mad at the Boo app, man. I thought it was for movies. I was like, I can find me a woman who's in the horror movie. You know how hard it is to find a woman that's in the horror movies? You ever try to get a Latin woman to watch horror movies? You ever try to get a black woman to watch horror movies? White women are the closest ones that they may not even, I'm going to watch it though. You can get a black woman to hold your AR-15 in under her shirt, tucked in her pants, going through TSA before you can get her to watch a damn scary movie. You understand what I'm saying? Black women, don't fuck with scary movies. So I thought the Boo app was for me, because I was going to find somebody that watch movies and be able to find a woman that likes scary movies. I'm a scary movie nut. And since I'm a scary movie nut, I'm always, I pop a scary movie in every blue moon, but it's pretty often I'll watch a scary movie. And that's why I started thinking about Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb and comparing their top 10 scariest movies. And then with my own breakdown of those, because I have my own thoughts and my own, my thoughts on the best top 10 scary movies. And I'll just kind of read them off, and then we'll kind of talk about these movies, and I'll try to slide in what I love about them, and also the scary movies that I dig on. Now, Rotten Tomatoes is my go-to for everything. When it comes to movies that's popping out, I will go to Rotten Tomatoes to see how the score is. Now, them folks over there be a little slanted sometimes. Sometimes they scores don't fit the movie. They're a little harsh. I don't know if somebody didn't cut a check properly. They didn't give them that check to get that right score. You can always kind of tell when they beating up on something. And so, top 10 scary movies on Rotten Tomato is number 1, The Exorcist. Now, The Exorcist, the original Exorcist, 1973, baby. Way before my time, right? But my mom put me on to horror movies, right? And she could eat horror movies for breakfast. This woman didn't phase when it came to horror movies. Except The Exorcist. That's the only movie that she ever admitted that scared her. Now I've seen her we lived in the projects. So bullets, crackheads, and drunkies didn't faze my mama. She throw hands with the best of them. She throw hands with the best of them. She stepping with the big dog. She throw hands with the best of them. But The Exorcist got her. She said, I think she told me they went to go see it at the drive-in. Can you imagine 1973? The first of its kind, the real first of its kind, The Exorcist comes out. You could go see it in the drive-in when it was pitch black. It's pitch black behind the theater. I don't know if you've ever seen Twister 1996. Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton. And the tornado, you can't see the tornado coming. The behind the screen, it's so black because you know it's nothing but usually when I'm from the Midwest, it's nothing but trees from behind that. It's pitch black, right? You don't see nothing. So imagine seeing The Exorcist, nothing behind it, just pitch black screen in front of you, everybody to the side of you. At that time, I think they used to have these speakers that I'm assuming by that time it's still the same. It had these speakers you would hang on your window. Yes. So listen, there's a time I used to go to the drive-in, and when you went to the drive-in, it wasn't just turned to the radio station. You started getting a little lucky. They had these speakers where you would unhook them. You only got one per car, if I'm correct. And if you got lucky and somebody wasn't next to you, you could probably pull the other one over. But it was a metal, hard speaker that if you hit somebody over the head, you sure in the hell knock them out and you go to jail for it. But the motherfucker was metal, hooked it on the inside of your car, on your window, and boom, that was the speaker for the sound. That was the sound for the movie. And that's how you watched the movie at the drive-in. So The Exorcist is number one. That's the only movie that ever scared her. And I can imagine why, because you seeing it with all your people and it's at the drive-in. It's pitch black and it's nothing behind you. You outside. A boogity boogity boo. And then number two is Hereditary, which is one of my favorite. Probably number three on my actual list. Right? So number one on Rotten Tomatoes, Exorcist. Number two is Hereditary. That's probably number three on my list. Hereditary is phenomenal. Phenomenal work. Scary shit. Gory shit. Unexpected shit. Fucking crazy. Demonic shit. Shit's wild. I love Hereditary. And then going to IMDb, their number one, they go top rated. It's Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs. And then number two is Alien. See, I don't really consider Alien a horror movie like that, but I get why it's up there. Sci-fi, bloody is wild. And it ain't even the best of the franchise. The original ain't even the best of the franchise. Alien is not even the best movie in the franchise, and it's highly rated as a horror movie. Something is wrong with IMDb. All right. Now, number three on Rotten Tomatoes is The Conjuring. The Conjuring's my favorite horror movie of all time. The Conjuring has everything that you can ask of. And the one element that I love the most, outside of it being based on a true story, now, how much of it is dramatized, that's up for discussion and whatever the case, but the cop makes everything feel more scary. Because if the cop is truly there in the real life events, and here's a man who lives his life off of evidence, he's there to observe. Man, this some bullshit. Ain't no motherfucking spooky ghost. I ain't worried about no damn demons. Ain't nothing gonna happen. And he's in the shit. And shit is really happening. So it's always really dope when you have people who really don't believe in any of that. He based his whole career off facts. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see the facts, man. I gotta see the evidence. I gotta be able to touch it. I gotta see it. So him being there and those things happening, of course, when the daughter gets her hair pulled all around the room, oh man, it's beautiful. Now I can't think of her freaking name. Ed and Lorraine, when Lorraine's down there with the necklace, that whole scene is crazy. That whole movie is really good. Clap, clap, phenomenal. It's my favorite. It's 2013 at that time. In 2013, at that time, I was really starting to doubt horror movies. I was eating them up alive. I was like, this shit weak now. And then here comes the bam. Insidious is good too, but Conjuring's got it all the way through and through. I love family torture. It sounds horrible because I wasn't with all the Manson shit. It just is it's just fucking good shit when you set it up. You know, husband, wife, kids, house, woods. Go for it. That's number 3. Number 3 on IMDb is Psycho, the original Psycho. I've maybe seen clips of the original Psycho. I haven't seen the original Psycho, and I didn't know that the original Psycho was based off of Ed Gein until I watched the Ed Gein movie, and I was like, oh shit, that shit makes that shit wild because Ed Gein's a wild motherfucker. And if you ever seen that show, you know that shit is wild. So for Psycho, and I know also I watched Bates Motel. See, I watched Bates Motel, which is the prequel to Psycho, like how he becomes Norman Bates. You ever get a chance, watch Bates Motel. It's really good. Really, 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 really good. And, you know, I get it. Number 3 is high up there, man. But it's a classic on top of classic. I seen the one with Vince Vaughn, which is funny because Vince Vaughn is a funny guy, but it's solid, man. The one with Vince Vaughn is solid. And then number 4... it's definitely in my top 10, which is The Shining. And it took me a long time to watch The Shining. And these line up. Number 4 on Rotten Tomato and then number 4 on IMDb is The Shining. Those line up. So listen, The Shining with Jack Nick and the crew. Phenomenal movie based off Stephen King's book. And this shit, and if I'm correct, that hotel is that? Hotel. I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't want to say nothing out of pocket. Like that hotel that's a real hotel, but I don't say nothing too crazy. But that movie is really good. Rad Ram, you know, the tricycle, the blood from the elevator, you know, here's John, you know, busting through the door with the axe. That is all phenomenal work. That movie is damn near flawless work to me. That's in my top 10 for sure. It's got to be like maybe 7, you know, 7 for sure. Number 5 on there is Texas Chainsaw Massacre's 1974. That's the original. And then, that's number 5. I'm sorry about it. Number 5 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Rotten Tomatoes. And number 5 on IMDb is Aliens. See, and that's the best one in the franchise. Aliens is the better movie in the franchise. And that's the sequel. I just don't consider them horror movies. But I understand why people, you know, would take alien activity and then boom, you know, consider that horror because that's fucking scary. You know, aliens in outer space and being here and, you know, things like that. I can see how that could be a little bit scary, but not for me. I don't consider it a horror movie. But The Ring, I love The Ring, 2002. And then you got, that's number 6. And then number 6 for IMDb is 1973's The Exorcist. So Exorcist is number 1 on Rotten Tomato. It's number 6 on IMDb. I've only seen The Exorcist one time. You have to put yourself in those times to properly enjoy those type of movies because it shot a little ways back. You gotta put your brain there, and that's how you able to absorb it a little better. But The Ring is definitely a classic. I don't think it's in my top 10, but it's definitely a classic horror movie, you know, much like The Grudge, kind of the first of their kind. And then Get Out, of course, is in my top 10, baby. I think it's in my top 5. Nigga, nothing scared than a black man being put into a trap full of white people and then sitting in front of a white woman while she's stirring tea. That's just scary. I've been in an interracial relationship. You know how hard it is to be Negro in front of white folks? You have to damn near put on a whole new bodysuit to show them that I am not what they see on TV, and that's not how I am with their daughter. You have to put on, hello, how you doing? You whole new, and as soon as you leave, you're like, fuck, that was gangster. Zzz, gotta zip it up. Zzz. Oh, shit. And when you unzip the shit, you're like, oh, I can't believe I was in front of her while she was stirring tea. I don't like that tea shit. You know what I'm saying? Get Out hits home. It speaks to a lot. But Get Out is definitely number 5 on my list. That was number 7 on Rotten Tea. And then number 7 on IMDb is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. Now, see, I like the Jessica Biel one more. The family's fucking psychotic in that Jessica Biel. I think that Jessica Biel one was like 2003, 04, something like that. That family's psychotic. Again, Texas Chainsaw, based off of Ed Gein. They got the idea. I didn't know that. Watching the Ed Gein on the Netflix, I said, oh shit, these guys was getting ideas from Ed Gein, Texas Chainsaw, because Ed Gein was wearing faces. He's wearing people's faces. He's wearing women's faces on his face. I don't know how you get to that point where you're like, you know what? I ain't happy with God's work. I'm going to put somebody else's face on it. But how I get it is really fucked up. That's some crazy shit. So then that's number 7. And then number 8 on Rotten Tea is The Psycho, right? We just talked about The Psycho. That's number 8. And then number 8 on IMDb is The Ring. So The Ring has made it on to both of them. Number 9 is The Thing. Now, ooh, listen. Check this out. The Thing, I had never watched The Thing. Heard about it. If I'm correct, that's a John Carpenter's movie. The great John Carpenter, full of horror in him too. I think it's a John Carpenter movie. And The Thing, I had never watched it. I watched the remake before I had watched the original. And I think the original's got Kurt Russell, and it's got a nice cast in it from the 80s. And I've finally watched the original probably like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. And how is that movie so phenomenal, made in 82? I watched so many, the remake, I hadn't even watched the original, and the remake, I didn't even fuck with the remake. The original is so good, though. You technically don't even have to put your brain in that time. You can just watch it and be like, oh shit, this is good. This is suspenseful. That's an ugly creature. This is scary. It's got its thing to it. See what I did there? It's got its thing to it. But it's actually really good. I don't think it'd make my top 10, but it's phenomenal. It's really good. It's really, really, really good. The Babadook is number 9. Sorry about that. Number 9 also on IMDb. So number 9 was a thing on Rotten Tea. Number 9 is on IMDb is Halloween, and we all know Halloween is just phenomenal. The original is phenomenal. Halloween 4 is phenomenal. If you can skip over 3, you're a decent human being. I think number 3's got the little girl in it, and it's just fucking weird. Don't judge me. I really like H2O. I think a lot of people actually like H2O. Jamie Lee still look fine in that shit. LL Cool J survives in H2O. We love that. He was a surviving motherfucker. LL Cool J survived a lot of horror movies, man. A lot of movies black people ain't supposed to survive. LL Cool J was surviving that shit. I was in the theater when we was all clapping for him in Deep Blue Sea. We thought his ass was done for. We was clapping for that son bitch. He survived. He survives H2O. Fuck. Hopefully I didn't. If you had to, come on, man. You've had to see H2O. H2O, and then there's the Rob Zombies were cool. They were solid. I can't remember which one it was, but that scene where Michael Myers fucks up all the firefighters, that motherfucker is really good. And that's one of the ones that was a Blumhouse one. And I I didn't care for the last one, but the ones they had did previously, I was like, okay, these are solid. These are solid. I fuck with that. So that's number 9 on IMDb, and number 10 is Babadook. Babadook is wild. That's really good. I think that would be like number 8 on my list, and then number 10 is American Werewolf in London. Now, that's one of those movies that is highly held high. It's held high because one of the more scary werewolf movies, but I still don't think it's better than Jack Nicholson's Wolf or Benicio del Toro's werewolf movie. But people love American Werewolf in London. And those are, the top 10s from IMDb and Rotten Tomato when it comes to horror movies. And like horror movies for me that I really love are like The Blair Witch. The Blair Witch got me the first handheld horror movie, and they upsold the shit out that. I think that movie had like a $30,000 budget, maybe less than that. The actors got paid like $3,000. It was real cheap. The stuff that I found about Blair Witch was incredible because they ended up making like hundreds of millions of dollars off of like a $30,000 budget. I mean, that budget was nasty cheap. Nasty cheap. The actors didn't get no residuals off of it. They got paid pennies on it. And I ain't seen not a nan one of them in another movie again. It's like they said, look, hey, come here. Not only did we gonna pay you some bullshit and we gonna cash all the way the fuck in, we're not gonna put y'all in nothing else that even means anything. I haven't seen that cast in anything since 1999. That movie dropped. Blair Witch is phenomenal. They marketed it phenomenal. They did some stuff on Sci-Fi, making you believe that it was 1,000% real up there in Salem and all. They had like little documentaries. That was the first of its kind. They doing little documentaries in Salem. They upsold it. I remember going to the theater with my friends, and remember we did hood rat shit. We did hood rat shit, man, with hood rat friends. We were sneaking into movie theaters, or we had this little thing that we would do where we would get people's ticket stubs and we would take them up there to get refunds. Refunds for the cash. I'm sorry, man. It was how we got money. We got to get some money, man. Got to put some money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? we take the ticket stubs up there before the movie started. We're like, oh, you going to the movie? You need your ticket stub? And people would give us their ticket stubs. It was like, no, I don't need my ticket stubs. And then we would go up there and get refunds for them. But we went to go see we snuck into it. It was like 5 or 6 of us. And we actually all got like the very front row. It's real hard to watch a movie, but when it's free, you don't care where you're sitting. So we was all in the front row. And I was at the very end of the front row by the exit door. And it was pitch black over there. Pitch black, ladies and gentlemen. And that was scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. We was watching Blair Witch, and we was leaning on each other. It was a moment. You in the theater with 100 and something people, and y'all all in there gasping and whispering. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And that movie did it. So that's one of my ones that's definitely in there. The Conjuring's in there. Nightmare on Elm Street for me is in there. Don't play Nightmare on Elm Street, even though I think number 3 is the best one. The original, first of its kind. Don't play that. Don't do that. Don't play my guy. Candyman should definitely be in people's. Candyman is fucking terrifying. All right, that's a brutal motherfucker. That's some psychological shit going on too. Candyman should be in people's top 10. Paranormal Activity should be in people's top 10. Really started to run again with the handheld cameras, but they should definitely be in the top 10. And I'm not done when it comes to horror stuff. I just want to say that I am Thaddeus Shade. Listen to the Seasonable Clout. we finna talk about something that I was really hyped about because we stand on the Halloween, we stand on the horror, we stand on the scary, we stand on the creative, and that is Welcome to Derry. Listen, this was one of my more excited things for this whole year was Welcome to Derry. It was coming to HBO. I knew they would spare no expense. I knew they would put the budget behind it. I knew I could count on them. And guess what they did for me? They absolutely delivered on the first episode. I was hyped. I loved it. That first episode, man, really, really set you up. Welcome to Derry is a prequel to the It movies. Now, listen, I think everybody should go watch the made-for-TV, the original. I think it was like 1990, maybe 91 when the original came out. It was a 5-day series, a 5-day limited series where they showed an episode each day. I watched it with my mom. They showed an episode each day, and that original It Clown scared the shit out of me. Circus, I might have been to a circus like 2 times. Clowns never fucked with me until I saw It. I was like, okay, I don't fuck with clowns no more. If I was an 8-year-old, 9-year-old kid and I was going to a circus and I seen a clown and somebody said, hey man, I got a pistol in my pocket, I said, hey, toss me the pistol. I'm a 9-year-old kid. It's about to bust a cap in a clown. That's me. I don't fuck with clowns because of It, the original It. So this is a prequel to the It movies, and that means all of them. That means that because the It movies was just remakes, and they were phenomenal to me. I loved both of them. The first one was definitely more psychological. The second one got a little bit more scarier, but they were really good. So this is just a prequel to that, and it's set in Derry, Maine, which a lot of Stephen King's movies are set in like Maine and like Rhode Island, all in that area. And it's really interesting. And I never looked it up. Like, is he from there? I need to look up he's from there, or where did he get the idea just to set this shit in Maine? There's a lot of this shit is just up that area up there, right? And when you start the show, now, spoiler alert, man, I'm not trying to dig into this. Come on, man. Come on, it's Wednesday. That shit dropped on, you know what I'm saying? It dropped on Sunday. Come on, man. Let me talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little spoiler alert. But the show opens up and it follows a little boy. I think the kid's name was like Maddie. He's trying to get out of Derry. You know, there's a scene that happens in a movie theater. He's trying to get out of Derry. He's like, man, I got to get out of this crazy ass town. I got to go. He gets picked up by this family. They see him on the road because it's really cold. It's in the snow. They see him on the side of the road. The family picks him up, and they seem normal as shit. And then shit gets really weird in the car. And that scene, they start out with a nuclear bomb, bruh. They put you right into the toilet. They say, hey, you need to throw something up. This is what you're going to do. You're going to look at this scene. You're going to run right to the toilet. You're going to let that fly out. Come on, let it all out, baby. Anything you have for dinner, for lunch, I want that all to come out in the first 10 minutes of the show. We need that out of you. Something demonic happens, and there's a figure. See how I'm trying to spare y'all a little bit. In the car, there's a figure. I think this is my thought on this before I continue. Well, how about this? I'll continue. And then after that whole scene, obviously letting you know something has happened in that scene, it flash forwards to 4 months. And then you meet Major Leroy Hanlon, stationed at a Derry military base, right? And there's like this, you know, it's the 60s, man. So you know there's gonna be there was a little racism in the remakes and in the original. You know what I'm saying? There's racism in that, man. It's the 60s. You still a nigga. And so you get to meet the major. And then, like I said, there's a girl named Lily Brainbridge. She starts having visions. She sees the kid's Maddie's bloody hand reaching out of the bathtub, which is like really, really into the whole It world. Anything dealing with pipes and sewers, you know, that's Pennywise. Penny working the sewers. There's a total of 6 people I know that work in the sewers. That's Pennywise, There's Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and Splinter. That's 6 people I know that work in the sewers. I had to count that up to make sure I wasn't tripping. And then there's a group of kids, Lily, Teddy, Phil, start hearing voices too from the sewers. And that's just great Pennywise stuff, man, just to keep playing with it and staying on it. Because I don't think we're going to see Pennywise for a long time. Like, I think it's going to be like maybe like episode 9 or 10, wherever the last episode before, or 10 before we actually see Pennywise. And I don't even think it's going to be, because I think they're going to milk this for as much as they can. So I don't even think it's going to be like full-blown beat Pennywise. I think it's just going to be flashes of Pennywise. And then some of the things you get a chance to see, those Derry staples that you've seen in like the remakes. There's the Paul Bunyan statue. There's the standpipe. And then you get those glimpses of red balloons drifting by. I love red balloons because you anything red balloon, you automatically think it. So it's really cool. And then this is like the fun part of this show that you're really going to get out of it, is they're really going to try to connect Stephen King. I'm a big Stephen King fan. I'm reading one of his books right now. And they're really going to connect his universes, which is real cool. They started to do it. So the dude named Dick, I can't say his name, Halloran. If you ever seen The Shining, he's the psychic cook in The Shining. He's in Derry as a young man. It's the same character who ends up working at the Overlook Hotel. That's so dope. I love when they connect universes. That makes things so much more fun, because now you're like, well, now I need to go watch The Shining so I could see him and see what that's all about. And now, damn, that's the guy in Derry. That shit is so fun to me. Then you see the Shawshank State Prison bus. Listen, Shawshank, one of the best movies of all time, man. Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman, man. One of the best movies all time. And you get a chance to see the bus in the show. Come on, man. That's Stephen King. That's universe connecting. Jupiter Hill Asylum is a psychiatric hospital that shows up in Castle Rock. I don't know if y'all remember Castle Rock, and 11/22/63. Now, Castle Rock, I felt like they dropped the ball on Castle Rock, and I hope they bring that back, because that's like a prequel to Misery. And if y'all know Misery is phenomenal with Kathy Bates. Phenomenal movie. Crazy movie. That's one you don't have to be, it's like 1991, somewhere around there. You do not have to put your brain in the times to enjoy Misery. Misery is just fucking crazy. And you will rock with 11/22/63. I think that's the movie with the name we shall not speak of no more. But with James Franco, he goes back in time to like, it's that show was really, limited series was really good, man. That was a really good limited series. I know. Can't talk about James Franco. I get it. I know. Okay. The school mascot and the turtle figurine references Maturin's the cosmic turtle from King's Dark Tower series, the spiritual opposite of Pennywise. Now, see, that's something I don't know nothing about, but I got to go dig on, because the spiritual opposite of Pennywise, you see what I'm talking about? The connections, man. You see what I'm saying? The connections, man. Jesus. The camera lingers on an old hotel ledger with the same name, Overlook, faintly visible. Oh, I got to go see that. I got to look at the episode again just to catch that. So yes, all these things are a part of the Stephen King universe, and I think with each episode we'll continue to get more from different movies and different things that we've seen from his universe already. I think there's more to come. It'd be great to see some stuff from The Mist or something like that, because The Mist is crazy. The Mist is crazy movie. The ending for Mist has got to be like top 5 all time. The ending for Mist is crazy. You've never seen The Mist, go see it. It's crazy. So yeah, it feels like the Stranger Things, The Shining. It feels like it's mixed all up in that. And it's just a beautiful show, man. It's beautiful. How you say a fucking horror show is beautiful, I don't know. But let's finish this up. I'm going to talk about my excitement. Again, this is Thaddeus Shea, Season McCloud. But listen, I bought tickets to go see Back to the Future in theaters Thursday. They brought it back. And I'm so excited to go see this in theaters. Bump, 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 don't, don't, burn, 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 burn. The power of love is a serious thing. Make another man weep, make another man sing. To change your heart a little wide up. That's the power of love. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but I got my ticket to see to see the DeLorean fly one more time, and then they got the Grinch, the 2000s Grinch with Jim Carrey. They bring that back. I love all these bring back to theater moments. They're coming back to theaters December 12th for its 25th anniversary. I love all that stuff, so I'll be there to see that too, because I'm a big holiday guy. I'm a big Christmas guy, so I'm gonna lose my mind all holiday season. I want to thank y'all for listening to Seasonable Clout. This is Thaddeus Shade, and until next week, man, we're gonna do it again. I have been on a Starbucks strike when it comes to tea because these motherfuckers ain't got no honey. And I know about a month ago I was complaining about these some bitches not having no honey. These some bitches still ain't got no honey. I said it again. These some bitches still ain't got no honey. They ain't got no honey, man. I go there, they ain't never got no honey. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own medicine balls at the house because I don't really drink tea, but I would tear a medicine ball up. I said, I'll make my own tea at the house. So then I go, right? And I'm like, okay, what is a medicine ball, right? I go look, and it's, what is that shit? It's like it's Tijuana, I don't know, Tijuana. I know that's where you get marijuana.